Hi everyone, we are going to have a look at how to make this lovely country apron. It's very simple, so if you are a beginner, you're going to love the little ties and the waistband. The first thing to do is to print off your pattern, make sure it's set on actual size or 100% on your printer. Measure the test scale, should be 5 centimeters or an inch, and then we are ready to go. So the first thing is to cut everything out. Obviously just follow the black lines. If you've never done this before, you just cut all around it. If there's a dashed line, cut around that too. So, and then we're just going to assort them, and when you have a white flower, you know that belongs together, and you can see here that would be so hard to put together if you have two pieces of paper that just go on top of each other. And that is why I have got those attachment lines. It makes it way easier to put together. And also you don't waste so much paper when you have them as separate sizes. So here you can see that's the back, that's the lining. That does not have the indent there for our pocket because it goes behind the pocket, obviously. And we've put that together. And as you can see here, we've got the indent for the pocket right there. And then there is a piece of facing for it, which will be sewn to the front and turned, or you could bias bind it. And we're going to look at that in a minute. And that was the waistband, also just one piece. And then you put the ties together. Another thing about my patterns is that they go in alphabetical order, so it's like A, B, C, D, and etc. So it's quite simple. You just sellotape it all together until you've got the entire tie, and that's it basically. The older the age, the ties do get a bit wider, which is why I don't want to just give measurements. I think it would get very confusing for a beginner. I think it's always nicer to have it as a pattern, really, these sort of things, especially if you've got a tip in it, like I do in the front. There we go, B and C. And the last one would be A, going on to B. Again, you can see there the dashed lines and the black notch. They always need to be nicely on top of each other. That's how you know they belong together and you haven't picked up something wrong. It's not so hard on this apron, but of course if you had a different pattern with lots of pieces, then that's really important. And if you're not sure how to do it, you can always see on the assembly plan what goes together. The assembly plan is different for the different sizes, of course. And then we've got here the apron and what it will look like. In our case, the facing will lie behind. The front needs to be cut on the fold. That means we're literally going to have a big piece instead of like a single little half piece. The same goes for the back. Again, you've got these arrows here as well, and that means cut it on the fold. And so you've got a big piece of that as well. So it's very simple, very easy for a beginner. And my waistband has the same. That also needs to be cut on the fold. And then we've got the ties, and we cut 2 of those. And again, there's your plan, and you're ready to go.